TVC News. Barely 24 hours to the inauguration of a new administration in Bayelsa State, the Supreme Court gave a surprise ruling which has now generated lots of controversy and confusion in the state. The Apex Court today nullified the election of the Bayelsa State Governor-elect David Lyon as he was preparing to take over the mantle of leadership. While the ruling was ongoing, Mr. Lyon was spotted rehearsing for his inauguration earlier scheduled to hold on Friday. But a five-man panel of the Apex Court, led by Justice Mary Peter-Odili, ordered the Independent National Electoral Commission to withdraw the certificate of return issued to the All Progressives Congress candidate as the winner of the November 16, 2019 governorship election in the state. The order of the court also includes that the party with the highest number of votes and geographical spread should be issued the certificate of return. And divergent opinions have greeted the judgment of the Supreme Court removing David Lyon as governor-elect of the state. While the People's Democratic Party celebrates the outcome of the judgment of the Apex Court, members of the All Progressives Congress have now expressed disappointment. Uvetime Judge has more.
This was after the Supreme Court delivered its judgment nullifying the election of the candidate of the All Progressives Congress in the Bayelsa governorship election.
The Supreme Court, in its wisdom, has disqualified the candidates of APC, the governorship and deputy governorship candidates, directed that the certificate of return issued to them should be withdrawn, and a new certificate of return issued to the candidates that have the majority of lawful votes cast and have the geographical spread in the governorship election. And I believe my clients merited that at that election.
The governor will not be sworn in tomorrow, and justice has been done. We thank Almighty God that we have justices that the world is proud of.
Back in the state, supporters of the People's Democratic Party thronged the governor's lodge minutes after news filtered in from the Supreme Court. Governor Seriake Dixon politely declined to speak on the matter, but stalwarts of the party grabbed the opportunity.
We knew we were winning, but we chose to remain silent to see what God was going to do. And today God has shown himself mighty. Congratulations to PDP. Congratulations to the democracy of Nigeria.
God again has shown that you can never count a people out. We have stood firm from the beginning until now because we play a politics of conviction.
It is not over until it is all over. And the Supreme Court has spoken, and no other person can speak otherwise.
This is the judgment that has brought peace and finality to the issue of who sits as governor in Bayelsa State. Now Bayelsa and the Ijaw people will know that there is a God who rules over the affairs of men.
Meanwhile, some members of the All Progressives Congress seem unhappy with the judgment of the Apex Court.
The victory of David Lyon was a victory of not just the party, but the people's which people celebrated David Lyon more than Christmas and New Year. People celebrated the man. We are not happy with the judgment given.
We are just expecting the swearing to take place by tomorrow for us to have a new APC government. But to our surprise, they are telling us that he has been disqualified. So we, the APC people, we are not happy about the judgment by the Supreme Court. We are expecting our man, David Lyon, to be sworn in.
The buck now stops on the table of the Independent National Electoral Commission to interpret the judgment and perform its constitutional function as electoral umpire. Uvetime Judge, TVC News, Yenagoa.